Imagine getting dragged into another world without warning. No powers, no special destiny, no overpowered system to protect you, just monsters, violence, and a world where humans die every single day. Now imagine surviving long enough to become something even the monsters fear. That's exactly what happens in Otherworld Warrior. Today, we're covering the brutal beginning of a story where survival matters more than heroism, and trust me, this world does not care if you live or die. The story begins with the protagonist living an ordinary life on Earth, nothing special. No fame, no power. Just another person trying to survive in a harsh world. But everything changes in an instant. Without warning, he is suddenly dragged into another dimension. When he opens his eyes, he realizes something terrifying. He has been transported to a completely different world. A world filled with monsters, warriors, magic, and endless danger. But unlike fantasy stories where heroes are welcomed, nobody cares about him. To the people of this world, weak humans are disposable, and unless he becomes stronger quickly, he'll die. The protagonist quickly learns that this world is far crueler than he imagined. Monsters attack constantly. Resources are limited, and powerful individuals dominate the weak without mercy. Every day becomes a fight for survival. Unlike chosen heroes blessed with legendary powers, the protagonist starts with almost nothing. No special reputation, no allies, no overwhelming abilities, but what he does have is determination. Instead of giving up, he begins adapting to the world around him, learning, observing, and slowly becoming stronger through experience. As the protagonist continues surviving dangerous encounters, something inside him begins changing. The constant battles sharpen his instincts, his reflexes improve, and his mindset slowly transforms from fear into aggression, because in this world, hesitation gets you killed. With every fight, he gains more confidence. And while others underestimate him because he came from another world, they soon realize he's far more dangerous than he looks. As the story progresses, the protagonist begins awakening abilities that make him stand out from ordinary fighters. His growth rate becomes abnormal, and his fighting style becomes increasingly brutal. Instead of relying purely on strength, he fights intelligently and adapts quickly during combat. This attracts attention. Some people become curious about him. Others become hostile. Power always creates enemies. And the stronger he becomes, the more dangerous the challenges ahead become. The protagonist soon realizes this world is much darker than it first appeared. Behind the monsters and battles lies a society filled with betrayal, greed, and violence. Powerful groups manipulate weaker people. Strong warriors treat others like tools. And survival often matters more than morality. This forces the protagonist to become even harsher, because trusting the wrong person could easily get him killed. Slowly, he begins abandoning the mindset of his old life on Earth, and transforming into a true warrior of this brutal world. By this point, the protagonist is no longer helpless. His combat abilities improve dramatically. And during several intense fights, he begins defeating enemies that once seemed impossible to overcome. People who once ignored him now start paying attention. Some fear him. Others respect him, and a few begin seeing him as a future threat. But despite becoming stronger, the protagonist understands one important truth. He's still far from the top. And in this world, the truly powerful monsters haven't even appeared yet. The protagonist has completely changed from the weak human who first arrived in this world. The fear inside him is slowly disappearing. Replaced by experience, determination, and hunger for strength, he no longer fights simply to survive. He fights to dominate, to protect himself, and to carve out his own place in a world determined to crush him. The weak outsider everyone underestimated is slowly becoming something terrifying. A true warrior born through endless battle, and this is only the beginning. Because the deeper he goes into this dangerous world, the stronger and more ruthless he becomes. Watching the protagonist evolve from an ordinary human into a hardened warrior is seriously addictive. And honestly, things only get crazier from here. If you enjoyed this recap, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more manhwa summaries and story recaps. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.